Hello, happy Wednesday. This is Mindfully Crocheted. My name is Mara, and I am just here to do a little bit of work. Got a little stitch marker project I need to get done, and just some general chit chat and mindfulness for a Wednesday. Now, I'd like to start out with a little mindfulness. Let me see. Should have prepared this ahead of time. So I've got it was a honey jar. Doesn't really smell like honey anymore, unfortunately. But I have all my little tea bag quotes in here from my yogi tea. I'm just going to kind of mix them up and just grab out one. Let's see. When fear is forcing you to give up, call upon your heart's courage to continue. Yeah, that's a good one. When fear is forcing you to give up, call upon your heart's courage. I like it. Okay, so I am going to turn on a secondary camera, and you'll just see kind of the mess that is the small desk space in front of me, where I can create a few stitch markers. All right, hold on a moment while I do that. Okay, so this is kind of the mess that is my stitch marker making supplies. Anyway, I have some of these little nickel-free eye pins, and I could, put beads and stuff on here. I'm not even sure if I have any beads to put in here in this particular. Anyway, so, and then I've got a bunch of charms. I kind of have the silver charms separated. Let me move the lever backs aside. Whenever I'm making stitch markers, I actually just use lever backs because that is my preferred type of stitch marker. I find that they're easier to open than the lobster claws. Oh, that's my clover crochet hook sticker. I'm not sure how that ended up in my stitch marker supplies. Anyway, I'm gonna just find a couple fun stitch markers. I'm gonna grab this one. Let's see, there we go. This is a little kitty, on a tree branch with the moon and stars behind it. This has gold accents, and so I'm going to get a gold colored lever back. And I have two different styles of the lever back, which I'll show you in just a moment, trying to get the Ziploc open. It's this one, and it's a little more rounded, a little more earring style, but I like it. When I went, actually, I think I got these through Amazon. They might be from Hobby Lobby, I'm not certain, but I wasn't finding the normal, well, not normal, but the style that I have in silver, which is this one. So these are a little more oblong, if you will, and the gold ones that I have are round. So anyway, I'm going to keep this one fairly simple because I don't have the eye pins in gold that I'm aware of. All right, and I'm going to come over to I have a little dish over here that's got the gold colored jump rings, like this. Okay, and I'm going to just put this down for the moment. while I work to get the jump ring open. Now I just kind of do this basic. I don't have fancy styled tools that might help with doing stitch marker making, but I just usually open up the jump ring a little bit, holding it with the flat pliers, and then using another pair of pliers to kind of twist it open a little. Needs to be open enough for the charm and the lever back clasp to go on. Hopefully that's big enough. And then I just put on the clasp and then grab the charm, stick that on, and I kind of flatten it with these flat-sided pliers. Pinch it together. I try to get them as flush as possible. Sometimes you've got to manipulate them because it doesn't want to go back into that perfectly circular ring anymore once you bend it. I am sure if you guys have tips for how to get that done without buying more things, let me know. All right. Anyway, I'm trying to get that, like I said, flat, but it's not wanting to be flat. Try to bend it back a little bit. Okay. One more little squeeze and hopefully I don't overbend it. There we go. That's great. Okay. Put these pliers down. Just pretty simple. I don't like to have huge dangling items when I'm making stitch markers. I don't want them to be too heavy. So the more beads and embellishments that you add onto it, the heavier it's going to be. And if you're working with a lighter weight yarn, it'll just probably weigh down your project. So anyway, there is the first one. And I'm just going to put this up. I know it's not in camera view, but I'm going to put that off to the side. And let's see. Whoops, I'm going to move this out of the way. Anyway, our mindfulness was when fear is forcing you to give up, call upon your heart's courage. Well, a lot of us, we do have it in us, and we don't always have that confidence that we have the courage. And I'm just going to grab a random one. Here is a tree of life. So I'm going to go ahead and make one with this one. Anyway, so we don't always have that. We don't the confidence to maybe deal with the fear that we don't really think that we can overcome that fear. However, I would like to challenge us to know that we can do hard things, and to just do whatever we can to tell ourselves that we can do hard things, and we can look for that inner strength in our heart. Maybe for some of us, that's having a faith in God. And my personal belief is that God doesn't give us more than we can handle. There we go. Just open up that silver jump ring. Uh-oh. The lever back fit on it, but the charm doesn't want to go in the opening. Or let's see. Yeah, that God doesn't give us more than we can handle. And, I like to call that also our resilience. Okay, I might have to open this up a little bit more because it's being stubborn. I think that's what I do when I start to feel overwhelmed or sad or depressed or anxious. I mean, you fill in the blank with that term of what you may be feeling, is to remember that I've gotten through hard things before, you know, and I can do it again. All right. It's getting pretty close to closed up. I think probably what I'll do for this is I will make two gold ones and 2 silver ones. All right, and so here is that little tree of life. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. Reach into the gold again. I'm just trying to grab some, like the random draw, whatever comes out. Oh, interesting. Okay, we've got a gold anchor. Whoop, it's not coming in super clear, but anyway, a gold anchor. All right, I'm going to put that over here. And I've got my little gold rings right here. You can see my little finger on the side of the screen. I'm going to just put the lever backs into there so I don't keep pulling them out of the Ziploc bag. It's just easier. All right. And, you know, I realize I said random draw. I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to randomly draw one of these bunny charms instead. You know, it's spring. Ah, that's a cute one. All right, we're going to do a little bunny with a carrot. I picked these up, of course, when Ms. C started doing her Some Bunnies. Okay, where did I put my flat ones? All right, get the jump ring here. Anyway, I think the little bunnies are super cute. Find the opening. All right. Get that open. And grab the lever back. Oh yeah, that's gonna probably not want to go on. Let's see. I'm trying to open it as little as possible, but at the same time, I need to open it enough for the charm to go on. Most of the charms I just ordered through Amazon. I have bought some charms. Oh, come on. Need to move these pliers out of the way. There we go. All right. I did get some from Hobby Lobby, and I think I've also purchased some from Joann's or Michael's or something. And garage sales as well, when people are getting rid of their jewelry making supplies. I've picked some charms up that way as well. With the spring and summer and nicer weather coming, I'm going to be out there going to some of those yard sales, garage sales, looking for some craft making supplies. There was one, oh, and also like Facebook sales groups. That's another place I've gotten some of my charms. All right. Perfect. Let's see. She's so cute. Okay, let me put this over here. And I'm going to do one more from the silver section. And let me see. Let me look in here. Just going to flip through some of these that are on the cards. Whimsical. Got these great sea turtles. I think I'm going to use one of these. I got these when they were half off. So they were $2.50 for 4. Not bad. 60 something cents a piece. All right, I might need to extricate them with pliers. Again, because I didn't decide ahead what I was going to use. Takes a little extra second to get prepared. Put this little guy on top. All right, actually, now that I've selected this, put that down here, and I'm going to move my supplies off to the side, and hopefully I've got them enough out of the way. All right. I should have just picked all the charms so that you didn't have all that mess the whole time, but that's okay. All right, so there's the turtle. Get rid of the little twisty tie. Grab a lever back and a jump ring. Let's get the jump ring open. Sometimes I can't see where there, I think that's the opening. It's such a nice tight close that I can't see where the jump ring opens. Okay, put the lever back on. Okay. This one already comes with a jump ring, but I'm going to use both just to give it a little bit of extra length. Okay. Whoop. All right. Pretty close. I can see that it's still open a bit. Ooh, I think, did I get it? Pretty close, pretty close. Almost there. I think that'll do. Okay, and here is the cute little turtle. All right, so let me put all 4 of them in my hand. I know it's a random collection. We have a few animals and a tree, all kind of nature related. And then what I usually like to do, let me get rid of these pliers here. Put these with the rest of stitch markers, is when I send out stitch markers, I attach them to a fun little playing card. I think this is a great idea to do. I live in Oregon, and so I found some playing cards that have all the Oregon highlights on them. And then I take my crocodile. This is a pretty intense hole punch. It has 2 size holes. This is a little bit larger one here, and this one's a little bit smaller. And I'm just going to stick them all onto this one card. So I'm going to punch 4 holes in it. Well, hopefully. Maybe I'll just do 2 on this one, and then I'll grab another one. So I punched a couple holes. I'll put the gold ones on here. Just kind of open them up, stick them through the hole. When I send these, I will wrap them with, like bubble wrap tissue paper to protect them from getting, smushed or something. And let's see, I also have these little mindfully crocheted tags. And so I know it's going to be funky, but I'm going to put one here. And yeah, I think I will go ahead and punch another little hole. Like that. Okay. Put them like that. And that's basically it. I'm going to go ahead and swap over to a different view, and I will be right back. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short crafting video with me and the bit of mindfulness. Remember, you can do hard things. Draw on that inner strength of your heart. Until the next time, take care, and as always, be kind.